Welcome back to Champion News Talk Radio, brought to you by championnews.net. This is Carol Parisi, Jack Roser, and myself today have Israel Ortega and Deb Gordils, and we were speaking with Israel about social media and this new media and how this is going to help message.
Right.
So can we talk a little bit about that, Israel?
Yeah. If you go to Facebook and type in Heritage Libertad, you can see our page.
Say that again.
It's so you go to Facebook and you type in Heritage Libertad in the search little box, and we pop up. And what we did is we created a little welcome page on the Facebook page, and it has a video that you were talking about earlier, Deb, which has some of the statistics that you were talking about, how our country's changing, the demographics are changing, particularly about Hispanics, talking about how, Hispanic dropout rate is very high, Hispanic foreclosure, all these are issues that are not only important for Hispanics, but are now becoming American issues. These are issues of national significance, and so that's what we're getting.
Research came up with that same data. That Hispanics,
that's where we got it from.
They ranked the most important thing to Hispanics in America, and number one was education and jobs. Jobs and education. So immigration was number 5.
Yeah.
So you're talking about the same kind of issues that they care about, the same things every other American cares about.
Now, is this just in Spanish? This Heritage Libertad?
Yes.
Or is it both? Is it in Spanish and English?
It's just in Spanish, and we did that because we figured if you are Hispanic and you speak English, then just go to the Heritage Foundation website. Go to heritage.org. We're very careful as to not pander. We don't want to be that, that what you're talking about is politicians who pander to get your votes, and this is going back to, as long back as, in New York City where I'm from, you had the mayor back then who would welcome the Irish immigrants off, and he was like, I'll give you soup, you just took that long ride from Ireland to come here, but don't forget to vote for my party, and so this is the kind of stuff. It hasn't changed, maybe the technology's made it different, So what we want to do is we don't want to do that, we want to say, look, we want to present to you, these are the facts, these are the policy, this is the way we would want to take our country. If you believe with us, come with us. But we're not gonna pander, and that's why we were we took that step to make it in Spanish. If you speak English, go to the Heritage Foundation.
Does it go specifically to Constitution and how the Constitution is set up, and for freedom and individual liberties and natural law?
Yep, exactly. And so one of the things, we're giving away the pocket Constitution, and we're also giving away the pocket Declaration of Independence. That says it all right there. Those are two documents you need to know.
And that's why we found the Heritage Foundation's Café con Libertad, which means coffee with liberty. And they send that out every morning, out as an email.
Yep.
And we just thought that their wealth of information on conservatism in America was just the perfect sustainable tool that we needed here in Chicago and Illinois when we're bringing Hispanics in to talk about this value system that we share. We cannot day after day after day stay in touch with them. However, through the Heritage Foundation Café con Libertad, we're able to hook them up with an online, as well, and we were talking earlier about maybe hard copies going out, newsletters, but with an online daily service that feeds them the information and the knowledge so that they can continue to stay there, so that they will revisit us and revisit other like-minded conservatives in their community to band together.
So you're promoting the Heritage Foundation.
They aren't going to get any kind of a conservative message from the usual press in Chicago.
That's right.
That's
certainly,
right.
Hardly.
That's right.
Listen, I delivered 150 Tribunes every morning before 7 for $11 a month. So I should have some basic loyalty to the Tribune because I thought that was a lot of money back then. But the Tribune today I don't recognize. It's a left-wing sheet, and they don't teach Americanism. Quite the reverse. They support the Democrats in the city, and that's what it's all about. And nobody's ever going to learn how to get their foot on the freedom and working rung from papers like the Tribune.
And the Spanish
we need
media.
A program like you're talking about.
And the Spanish media is very similar to that, Jack. They're very left-leaning, and they embrace the ideas of collectivism, about government dependency, that we're victims, and all this stuff that it just makes it very difficult for Hispanic people to get ahead when you're being told that you can't get ahead.
Well, you are what you think about most. Now, I have a question. What is going on in Puerto Rico?
Well, as the president recently went to Puerto Rico, and really what it was a campaign stop. And I say that because he was only on the ground for 4 hours in Puerto Rico, and he spent a good chunk of that time raising money for his reelection in 2012.
Yeah, and when he arrived at the airport, everything was done at the airport. So what they did was make a makeshift sort of center, welcoming place, all right there. So he just literally got off the plane and then went to a portion of where the airport was, had his whole thing, and then he got on the plane and he went back. But it was, he's losing the Hispanic vote. What did we say? He initially won in 2008 with well over 70%, 80% of the Hispanic vote in America. The polls are now showing that he's under 48% of Hispanics are supporting him. Those Hispanic votes need to go somewhere. They're not going to not vote. They're strong voters, and so that 22 to 25% extra could very well determine who the next president of the United States is, and it's not looking like it's going towards Barack Obama.
Yeah,
well, where's the messaging for the Republicans to the Hispanic vote?
It's got to be in the economy. I mean, the economy, jobs, unemployment, those are things that, as Deb was saying earlier, are the same issues that Hispanics care about.
Even though the government's going to take care of them? After the break, we're going to come back and talk about that.